Family, sorry for the lateness. Sorry for the lateness. But hey, I'm struggling. Ain't nothing wrong with it. I'm struggling. I ain't ashamed of it. I'm struggling. Last night, man, I went to my grandson's graduation party. They had all types of vegetarian. Baked tofu with barbecue sauce, vegetarian lasagna. I'm like, damn, I only got another 14 days to go. I wonder if I could freeze this. When you start thinking like that, it becomes dangerous on the fast. We are on day 8. Day 8 of this fast, family. Day 8 of the fast. I'm trying to tell y'all we can do it. Now, this part of the fast, we are moving into the second cycle. Each week is a cycle. So we already went through one. We went through Umoja, Kuchakalia, Ujima, Ujama, Nia, Kumbinamani, right? And we're fasting. No food, no solid food. So we doing juice. Ah, God, let me see. Good morning, brother. I saw you on Stop By. Say hello. Hey, hi. Good morning to you. Good morning. Um, Thank you for stopping by. Um, but we started, we started, and we know solid food. So y'all see me doing a lot of teas. I'm doing the miso soup. No added vegetables and stuff like that. Just straight miso soup, water, um, some juices and stuff like that. But now this part of the fast brings us to the straight water where we're building up on the pyramid, right? See, because the whole fast is set up like a pyramid. Let me show you. When you set up your fast, you set up like a pyramid. It don't have to be this many days. I'm extreme with it, right? I get extreme with it, family, and I don't want anybody out there to feel that they need to be like this. But what I'm showing people is that if I could do it, you could do it. Just like with the books. Like I write them up, ship them out, right? I try, if I ain't got nobody to edit it, I do the best I can and I ship it out because I'm not ashamed of my mistakes. I'm not ashamed of that. I want other people to feel that they could do it. And then some of y'all is gonna be a lot better at it than I am, right? But sometimes you just need a push or just a motivation. You pick up my book and be like, if he was able to do it and make mistakes, I should be able to do it and make mistakes, right? So if you see my fasting pyramid, it goes like a pyramid. So you have an apex, and the apex is nowhere near the end. See, because at the apex is where you do the most. If you're gonna do extreme stuff, is where you do the extreme stuff. This is what I learned last year because I was extreme all the way through, right? So by the time I got done fasting, I wasn't no good for life. You understand what I'm saying? I lost a whole lot of weight. It was a very unhealthy thing. So what I'm doing is right now I'm fasting up to apex. So we hit the 7th day yesterday. Now we're in another cycle, and this cycle is where we hit the peak of the pyramid. So on day 8, day 9, pure water. Day 10, 11, and 12, nothing. No water, no food. Then we're going to come back to water. Day 13, day 14. Then we back to the teas and the juices and the water. And then all the way through, we're going to coast through that whole next week. I got a camping trip. I got to go to Washington, D.C. during that week. So, I picked a hell of a time to fast, right around all this. But it sharpens up the spirit, right? Great day, brother Kwame. You know what it is. Grab your glass, grab your water. Since this is all I'm gonna be doing today, so I ain't even got no health drink today. So we gonna toast. So first off, I need to let y'all know you are now rocking with the best. This is Gye-Nyame Journey Media. This is a Heart of a Summer production. Of course, you know this is the Daily Toast where we get up and we salute those whose shoulders we directly stand upon on a daily basis. When we strive to blow up your old paradigm. Water, but first, take your breath and drink your water. Take your breath and drink your water. Take your breath and drink your water. Take your breath. Drink, breathe, drink, breathe. Drink, breathe, drink, breathe. Now lift your glass and drink your water. Now lift your glass and drink your water. Now lift your glass and drink your water. Now lift your glass. Drink, 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 drink. Drink, 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 drink. Oh, that's so better. Now move your body, drink some water. Wow. Now move your body, drink some water. Move your body. Move, drink, drink. Move, drink, drink. Now raise your glass and toast your hands. Now raise your glass and toast your ancestors. Now raise your glass and toast your ancestors. Raise your glass. Drink, 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 drink. Now take your breath and drink your water. Now lift your glass and drink your water. Now move your body, drink some water. Now raise your glass and toast your ancestors. Breathe, drink, move, live. Man, that's all a good combination. Breathe, drink, move, live. Now take your breath and drink some water. Now lift your glass and drink some water. Now move your body, drink some water. Now raise your glass and toast your ancestors. Drink, 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 drink. Now lift your glass. Now lift your glass. Now lift your glass. Now sit up in this discussion. Now lift your glass. Now lift your glass. Now lift your glass. Drink, 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 drink. Drink, 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 drink. Lift your glass and drink some water. Take your breath and drink some water. Move your body, drink some water. Raise your glass and toast your ancestors. Drink, 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 drink. Drink, 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 drink. Family, you got to drink your water. That's all I can drink this. That's all I can drink this week. No. No, I'm just joking. But hey, I mean now, so let's look at some fasting real quick before we go and get. You might as well go and talk a little bit about that. This second time I done took y'all through this tragedy of mine. You know, I say I'm gonna do something, then I got to go on and do it, and God damn it, I'm just like, oh man, you know, I'm just extreme. I'm just extreme. My mama gave birth to an extreme son, you know. But like I said, when I do it for my own personal discipline, you know, and you know, it works most of the time. You know, I still got some stuff I got to tighten up. Still working on it, but I've been doing good on this fast. So let's look up fasting real quick. I should have had it before, you know, since I'm running late. You know what I'm saying? Since I'm running late, I should have had it, but I didn't. I was moving kind of slow this morning. But you know what? I'm not as stiff as I usually be when we be doing it. You know, I start, you know, I stretch and do the move, and I'll be like, oh, yeah, no. When you fast, it kind of helps renew a lot of that. So let's look at this. 8 facts about fasting. Active beat. 8 facts about fasting for those who are able. You know what I'm saying? I don't want you doing it if you're not able, or at least going into it the right way. You know, don't jump into it and say some shit like 21 days like I be doing. I don't know what I don't know what I be thinking about. All right, health benefits. I don't like these type of articles. Hold on, you always got to click, and there's always a trick to it, right? But we about to get to these ancestors. Hold on, family. We about to toast these ancestors. But I just like to drop some information on y'all while we out here doing this thing. All right. So there's this thing called intermittent fasting that we do. We call it the warrior diet. And one, it's just hold on. Let's first look at fasting. Then tomorrow we'll talk about the intermittent fasting. All right. Fasting health benefits. All right. This is from an article called Medical News Today. Let's see what the medical news of the day today says. Come on. I know. Well, since my computer don't want to work, I know we got some doctors in the house. Somebody throw some information down about some fasting until my computer come up. I know Dr. Jackson's in the house. What's going on, Dr. Jackson? All right, fasting health benefits. Fasting is commonly associated with the month of Ramadan. As you read this, billions of Muslims around the world are engaging in this declaration of faith that involves abstaining from food and drink from dawn until dusk. While fasting for Ramadan is down to spiritual beliefs, many of us choose to fast with the belief that it benefits our health. But does it? Uh-oh. Now they're going to ask me a question. Now they got... I must have read the wrong one. In recent years, numerous studies have suggested that intermittent fasting, abstaining, or reducing food and drink intake periodically can be good for us, making it one of the most popular diet trends worldwide. One of the most well-known intermittent fasting diets is the 5-2 fast diet, a plan that involves eating the recommended calories intake for 5 days a week, but reducing calorie intake to 25% for the remaining 2 days, to 500 calories a day for women and 600 a day for men. Now, one of the aspects of fasting that that works, or that is really good. Oh, so now I gotta sign up. Now I gotta sign up in order. I'm not doing that shit, y'all. Internet kills me, man. I mean, but it's, I do the same shit, so I can't be mad at it. But one of the things I like about fasting is that it throws our body back into a natural rhythm. As human beings, we were not designed to eat all the goddamn time. This whole 3 meal a day was created. It's a industry. It was created by industry. It was created by the lifestyle that we are, in a sense, forced to live now, and it's not really healthy for us. So all the eating that we're doing all the time is not good for us. It wears out our system. So when you fast, you give your body an opportunity. You give your body an opportunity to rest. You give your body an opportunity to get back into a rhythm. And then on top of that, you learn what it means to be hungry. You understand what I'm saying? A lot of us, we don't forgot what it means to be hungry. And that works, I honestly believe that works to the benefit of the system. Because when you can't say no to shit, like when I was sitting up in there, man, I was looking at that goddamn tofu and I was like, no. And I gotta walk through with my daughter, make sure she getting her stuff. I said, you wanna try the tofu? No. Go and try the tofu, girl. No. Right? But I have to learn how to hold off, say no. You know what I'm saying? So, and then on top of that, it allows your body to, clean itself out because now my body is forced, especially during this week, right? Because there's no juice, there's no sugar, there's no glucose being produced. So eventually my body's going to go into ketosis. So what's going to start happening is that it's going to start burning fat, right? Which is the best fuel for your body to burn, right? Many of us talk this warrior shit, but we really don't understand that, that there is a warrior diet, and they call it a warrior diet for a reason, because the fuel that you burn when you are when you are in ketosis is the shit that you will burn in battle, in the old school battle with the swords and shit. You know what I'm saying? That's where you get that extra, that burst of strength. But somebody on Gye-Nyame say, for me, after the fourth day, my eyesight seems to be greatly improved. Also, I feel like my senses become more heightened. Wow. I can't hear shit. Like, I'm still deaf, kind of. You know. But some stuff is clearing up. Perhaps the constant want to eat is the body's way of trying to get a sufficient amount of nutrients that is lacking in the plants we eat today. But then also you got to remember, it's not just that, because our bodies, how can I put it? Our bodies, we have a survival mechanism that's always, one, we trying to get calories, right? And two, we're trying to get calories with as less work as possible, right? And then on top of that, we got food available. Now you got to remember, in traditional villages, in the way we in tradition, food wasn't always available. Like most of the people on here with me right now are old enough to remember that there was a time when you couldn't just walk in the kitchen and just eat. God, you know what I'm saying? Shit had to be prepared. So the way food is available now, right, was different than how it was available in the past. So in a sense, you had an opportunity to give your body a rest. And the plants of the day, there are some plants out here that are super nutritious. But then eating a lot of this processed shit, yeah, of course, maybe your body is doing that. But you don't need to do that. Right? You know what I'm saying? You don't need to do that. We eat because the food is available. Human beings, the body is naturally lazy, man. The body is constantly looking for as many calories as you get for as less work as possible. Well, I am a hunter, so perhaps that's just me. Nah, it ain't just you, bro. Stuff, your body go through changes and stuff like that. Yeah, so, but, oh, and good morning, Anubis. So it took me a second. I was like, okay, who is that? Who is that? Who is that? All right, so let's get to this toast. Since I can't do a health drink because I'm only doing water right now. Let's do oh, damn. So much for my senses getting sharper now. I just waste. Oh, you fell asleep, Clee? No. Yeah, you asleep. No. I just scared you, man. Sit your ass up. Where the grasshopper at? How many points you got? How many points you got? Yeah, he gonna jump. You know. And Kwame, and get ready because Kwame about to ask you a square question.
Okay.
Is it deer season yet? Sounds like some good eating, laughing out loud. Uh-oh. Hey, and I haven't, I have never tasted deer. I stopped eating meat long before deer. But I imagine if one of my friends went hunting and caught a deer and killed it and took him through the process, I'd probably sit down and eat some deer with you. Not sure I was recently only catching fishes. Oh, okay. Hey. But all right, so now let's get to these ancestors. Well, let's get to the day. Y'all know what it is. Today is Umoja. Umoja, second cycle of my fast. Umoja. And we are on, for those that don't speak the language, you know that's unity. We got truth. That's the Modic principle. Violet. We have the Hermetic law of mentalism. Please, 15 squared in 10 seconds. And 25 squared. 15 squared, come on now.
225.
All right, and 25 squared. He said 225 for 15. 25 squared.
625.
All right, he said 625. Male, Hermetic laws, mentalism. Male is Quojo. Female is Ajua. Right? So now mentalism. See, we're gonna have to go through those, man. We're gonna have to really, we're gonna take some time. We're gonna go through those. All right, hold on now. Oh, they let me back on the site now. All right, according to Dr. Michael Marcelov, author of the Fast Diet books, this eating plan can not only help people lose weight, but it offers an array of other healthy benefits. They're talking about the warrior diet or the intermittent fasting. He go back now. Oh, you ain't hear him? He gave you the answers. Studies of intermittent fasting shows that not only do people see improvements in blood pressure and their cholesterol levels, but also their insulin sensitivity adds. In 2014, an example of this medical news today reported on a study suggesting that periodic fasting, defined in the study as 1 day of water-only fast in a week, may reduce the risk of diabetes among people at high risk for the condition. Another study conducted by Dr. Walter Longo and colleagues from the University of Southern California in Los Angeles found longer periods of fasting, 2 to 4 days, may even reboot the immune system, clearing out old immune cells and regenerate new ones, a process they say could protect against cell damage caused by factors such as aging and chemotherapy. But what are the mechanisms underlying the suggested health benefits of fasting? The potential benefits of intermittent fasting. We ain't talking about intermittent fasting. That's not what I looked up. Alright. Let's go on. Let's read through it anyway. They want to give you something you don't ask for. 45 squared, Clay. Oh, he did. He said 25 squared. He said it was 625. Go ahead, Clay. 45 squared. Let's go.
2025.
45 squared, man. Oh, okay. He said 2025. I thought, yeah, I was wrong. I was wrong. Right? I apologize. You get that, Kwame? He said 2025. That sound right. All right. Here we go. He said excellent with an E. The potential benefits of intermittent fasting. Since the body is unable to get its energy from food during fasting, it dips into glucose that is stored in the liver and muscle. This begins around 8 hours after the last meal is consumed. When the stored glucose has been used up, the body then begins to burn fat as a source of energy which can result in weight loss. ND, he is ND, he's getting it in less than 5 seconds. That's good. That's an A. He was talking about you, Cleve. As well as aid in weight loss. Dr. Reza Maruf of University of Oxford in UK explains that the use of fat for energy can help preserve muscles and reduce cholesterol levels. A detoxification process also occurs because any toxins stored in the body fat are dissolved and removed from the body. He adds, noting that after a few days of fasting, high levels of endorphins, feel-good hormones, are produced in the blood, which can have a positive impact on mental well-being. There you go, Anubis. That's part of that heightened senses. As mentioned previously, the study. What is this cat doing? Cat fucking with my garden? Please, scare that cat out. How did cat get in the goddamn gate anyway?
Oh, that cat took off.
You cats trying to steal my tomatoes. As mentioned previously, a study by Dr. Longo and colleagues suggests prolonged fasting may also be effective for regenerating immune cells. When you starve, the system tries to save energy. And one of the things it can do to save energy is to recycle a lot of immune cells that are not needed, especially those that may be damaged, Dr. Longo explains. In this study published in the journal Cell Stem Cell, the team found that repeated cycles of 2 to 4 days without food over a 6-month period destroyed the old and damaged immune cells in mice and generated new ones. What is more, the team found that the cancer patients who fasted for 3 days prior to chemotherapy were protected against immune system damage that can be caused by the treatment, which they attribute to immune cell regeneration. The good news is that the body got rid of the parts of the system that might be damaged or old, the inefficient parts during the fasting, says Dr. Longo. If you start with a system heavily damaged by chemotherapy or aging, fasting cycles can generate literally a new immune system. With the potential health benefits of fasting widely held by nutritionists worldwide, it is no wonder many of us are putting our love of food to one side in order to give it a try. But intermittent fasting isn't all bells and whistles, according to some researchers and healthcare professionals, and there are some people who should avoid the diet altogether. The health risk. Here we go. According to UK National Health Service, there are numerous health risks associated with intermittent fasting. People who fast commonly experience dehydration, largely because their body is not getting any fluid from food. As such, it is recommended that during Ramadan, Muslims consume plenty of water prior to the fasting period. Other individuals following fasting diets should ensure they are properly hydrated during the fasting period. If you are used to having breakfast, lunch, and dinner, and snacks in between, fasting periods can be a major challenge. As such, fasting can increase stress levels and disrupt sleep. Dehydration, hunger, or lack of sleep during fasting period can also lead to headaches. Fasting can also cause heartburn. Lack of food leads to reduction in stomach acid, which digests food and destroys bacteria. But smelling food or even thinking about it during fasting periods can trigger the brain into telling the stomach to produce more acid, leading to heartburn. While many nutritionists claim intermittent fasting is a good way to lose weight, some health professionals believe such a diet isn't effective for long-term weight loss. The appeal is that fasting is quick, but it is quick fluid loss, not substantial weight loss, says Madeline Fernstrom, PhD of the University of Pittsburgh Medical Center, Weight Loss Management Center. If it's easy off, it will come back quickly as soon as you start eating normally again. My experience has been that this way of eating does not produce weight loss, even in the short term. Dietitians and author of Diet Simple and Catherine. Okay. Alright, but we get the gist of it, right? We get the gist. Could we reap the benefits of fasting without fasting? Don't want to read that. Shortcuts. There we go. There we go. Shortcuts. So now, we want to do this we want to do this toast. Since all I can do is water today, I'm gonna be lifting the glass with water, family. Alright. So, let Let's go to for the African Center Cultural Virtue and Value System, Emotional Emancipation Circle. From the Emotional Emancipation Circle, we are on Taranga and Wolof, sense of hospitality. In Akan Ethics, we got truth. And in Yoruba, we got suru, patience. All right? So, let's move. Calling them created by whatever name you choose to call it created. We lift up our glass and we toast and we salute our creator and we say, Ashe. From there, family, we move to the stars of the show. We call on our personal ancestors, Miles Brown, Miss Ann, Robert the Texana Davis, Herman Brown Sr., Rosalie Tilley, Georgia William Walter, Christopher Pendergast, Aunt Lena, Uncle Chris, Aunt Fiend, Cleveland and Geneva Brown, Margaret Ellis, Wash Ellis, Cecil Ellis, Alvaro Brown, Jenny Gaines, Herman Brown II, Barbara Twiggs, Wash Ellis Jr., Katie Ellis, Nikki Ellis, Jamon Jones, Jeremiah Tappan, John Fallar, Montague Pimenel, Normal X, and Pat Meyer, Rob Malika Fakur, Dr. Marianne Williams, Kojo Kamal, Elder Farmer, Elder Millie Dixon, Tony Clark, Pastor Yusef Weston, Elder Ajani, Elder Ron Coleman, Elder Robert Donaldson, Alfred Brofro, Hector Jr., Jay Edwards, Carlisle Harris, Grace Lundy, Inez Harris, William Bill Moss, Phyllis Rose, Sterling, and Lucy Wright, Derek L. Pullian, the Luxor brothers, Miss Edith Brooks Crawley, Miss Mary Nelson, Mr. Frederick Crawley Sr., Miss Jerry Brunson, Mr. Alonzo Johnson, Miss Marie McDowell, Janice Foster, Charles Jordan, Kell Smith, Walter Smith, Richard Triggs, Francis Johnson, Mary Franklin, Jimmy Williams, Daniel Ford, George Gibson, Nana Loretta Clark, Inez McCrae, Fritz Clark, Frankie Justice, Katie Justice, Derek Darick Rendelman. Let me say it right. That's Darick. The way they spelled it is Darick Rendelman. Virginia Rogers, Reverend James Smith, Lois Henderson, Calvin Spratling, Mary Elizabeth Walker, Raymond Walker Sr., Sarah Jane Carter, Michael Ford Jr., Kellen D. Russell, Susan B. Smith, Teresa Clay, Melvin Del Hodge Jr., Herman Copeland, Mildred Copeland, Jenny Clay, Bird Beatty, Sarah Ware, Livia the Farmer, Agosa Sue, Shell Harvey, Aunt Charmaine, Aunt Evelyn, Deolis Hasbay, Harvey Hasbay Sr., Leonard Dickinson, T.C. Islam, Terrell Dunbar, Will Thomas, Sarah Berry, Mark Walsh, Merle B. Thornton, Pearl G. Thornton, Ida Johnson, Florence M. Carter, Joanne Thornton, Erica Tricia Lewis, Juanita Wright, Robert Wright, George Wright, Mary Eliza Frederick Davis, Mary Elizabeth Rogers, Mary Esther Keach Larice, Linda Watson Hammonds, Jarrell Giles Watson, Sparrow, Slimmy, Selvin Lewis, Andrew Holmes, Pearl Moore, Percy Moore Jr., Mildred Owens, Booker T. Bowden, Charlie Hunt, Sammy Stover, Hilda Pearson, Sturgeon Thornton, Richard Thornton, Lavinia Hall, Freeman Bankster, Mary Moss, Sophia Peacock, Willie Thornton, Napoleon Kennedy, Mark Ramsey, Paul Ramsey, Matt Ramsey, David Ramsey, Charles E. Thornton, Frankie Quills, Urania Thornton, Bernice Quills, Ernestine Jackson, Frankie Johnson, Teresa Mormon, Leon Johnson, Charles Bell, Vivian Ramsey, S.C. Johnson, Dorita Johnson, Leon Johnson, James W.S. Sr., James Parham, Dana Jones, Henry World, James Farmer, Mary Chavez, Leon Grace, Bessie Johnson, Hannah Levester, Mary Moreland, Paul Moreland, Elder Caleb, Rosemary Martineer, Elder Amatet Wellman, Fred Douglas Triggs Sr., Delma Triggs, Thomas and Lula Berry, Lisa Eleanor Howe, Frankie Russell and Davis, Fred Douglas Triggs II, Vina Triggs, Reverend Eddie Moore, Helen Fuller, Eugene Jack Sr., Richard Ellis, Silas Alexander, Charles Maxwell, Percy May Alexander, Arthur Reynolds Stanley, Lockhart, Arthur Reynolds, Stanley Lockhart, Ricky Lockhart, William Lockhart, Woodrow Lockhart, Brenda Porter, Deacon Hargrove, Carla Sawyer, Andrew Parker, Doris Donald, Alice Murphy. From the pretty book, we have the Friedis Hines, Inez Bostic, Edna Bostic, Winfried Scantleberry, Phyllis Lee, Eugene Spratling, Calvin Spratling, Charles Wooden, Penny Brown, Roy Lee Printup Jr., Miriam Johnson, Wilbert Longmire, Edith Catney, Janice Carter, Michael Carter, Leon Peanut Carter, Margaret Carter, William Carter, Lisa Jordan, Charles Lee Mosley, Joe Davis, Timothy Butler, Gene Holmes, Dana Jones, Peter Charles, Christy Nichols, Cardinal Robinson, Rosemary Charles, Ada Pearl, Bob Ingalls, Jack Wallace, Warren M. Finch, Warren P. Finch, Tim Ingalls, Audrey Finch, William Billingsley Jr., Jennifer Sensabaugh, Hazel Gaston, Jerry Brantley, Brian Watson Jr., Kaniko Parsons, Jason Cathy, Stacy Trice, Frank Smith, Mother Bertha, Michael Leonard, David Brown, Ruth Carter, June Cox, Ruth Cox, Paula Cox, Ronald Irving, Judy Hubbard, Irene Johnson, Francis Booth Jefferson, Dan Wilkerson Sr., Emma McClendon, Jerry Doyle, Mina Robinson, Mary Nichols, Patricia Williams, Shabaka Teray, Donna Hill, Richard Gleavis, Lee Irby, Tom Irby, Boyd Irby, Jim Gaucher, George and Haley Johnson, Archie and Margaret Armstead, Archie Beck, Anna McGill, Charles McDaniel, Christine Cottrell, Aunt Becca, Alice Arnold, Arthur Arnold, Hattie Reed, Charles Reed, Eula and Andrew Baker, Patricia and Edwin Brooks, Gwendolyn and Bob Hatch, Kimball Vernon, Bradley Kim, Janie Harriet Tubman Cates, Spencer Sturgis, Sally Mae Baker, Ethel Baker, Creola Baker, Geneva Baker, Aaron Nino Baby Hatch, Hatch Sr., Melly Miller, Housie Hatch, Dad Cleveland, Mother Gibson, Alex Nixon, John Bowie, Lester and Rachel Saunders, Doretha Ross, Riola Ross, Robert Nelson, Francis Stevenson, Leroy Stokes, Neely Johnson, Fletcher Swan, Maddie and Charlie Scott, Vivian Stevenson, Mona Ann Lewis, Cornetta Lyman Lewis, John Jackson, William Dallas Lewis, Mary Francis, Chappelle Jackson, Michael Slade, Joanne Perkins, Richard Jackson, Martha Ford Dawson, Big Mama, Nanny Harris, Eva Ford, James Hairston, Margaret Towns, Mary Williams, Leroy Q. Heath Sr., Albert Moore, Miss Vanilla, Albus Motley, Geraldine Elizabeth, Douglas Thompson, Earlington Houston, Lud Alls, Elijah Alls, Jerome Alls, Henry West Statton, Joel Jamel Alls, Ann Pierce, Donald Carter, Lily Green, Nathan Green, Bet Vaughn, John Dewey, Ruth Beard, Tim Butler, Ramey, Laura Newton, J.B. Foggy, Thomas Newton Sr., Baba Naeem, Jeanette Saunders, Jerry C. Jeanette Sanders, Jerry C. Sanders, Roy Pruitt, H.J. Brantley Sr., Henry Wilson, Rufus Jenkins, Minnie Wilson, Catherine Sanders, and Muriel Ellis and Elizabeth Battles. We lift up our glass and we say, Ashe, saluting those marvelous ancestors. Man, it's good to get up and toast our ancestors. Cleveland.
Yeah.
Wake up.
I'm not asleep.
Okay. We're going to water those plants.
Okay.
It's going to be a hot day. So we salute all of our ancestors. We move to the present moment, activating reticular formations. We're looking for unity in the community, okay? Ashe, we lift up our glass and we say Ashe. From there, we toast our children, our children's children, on to infinity, family. So we lift up our glass, we say Ashe, right? From there, we salute all our relations. We say Ashe. Finally, I toast the most powerful being in the room, and that's you. Lifting my glass up to you, saluting you, all of you. All right? Now, whether you're here present now or whether it's in the future, salute you. And with that, I say, Ashe. Where we at? Ashe. 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 I wish you peace, power, joy in 100 years. And I will see you in the morning. Kuji Chagalia. All right? All